boom. Wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
What's going on, Dubb Nation? Right now we have this lovely tie-dye sweatshirt right here given to me by one of my clients, and we're gonna throw a design on here using our Ricoma EM1010, and I want you guys to follow along. This is a how to use your Ricoma EM1010 from start to finish, assuming that you already have your design, you already have your threads loaded up, and you already kind of have an idea of how to, you know, set the machine up a little bit. Or you can just watch along if you want to have an idea, then this will get you more familiar with the machine. Okay, so let's just jump straight into our computer. So guys, right now we are in the Chroma Lux digitizing software. We have our design right here, everything laid out. This is how it's going to stitch out. It's going to put down the tack down, the placement stitch, then the tack down stitch, then it's going to put down the border, so on and so forth. All right, so boom, got our design right here, design in Chroma Lux. Chroma Lux, inquiry information, Ricoma information and description down below. So right now we're going to save our file. I'm going to go save as, and you want to save your file as a .dst, because that's the file that this machine reads. All right, so we're just going to save it, .dst, Bailey Buttes. All right, we go to our hard drive, navigate to our file. So we hit Command C, or we could just drag it over like this. If I click on it and just drag it over like so, boom. All right, so we got it in there. Bailey Buttes, DST, today, 10:02. All right, there we go. I'm gonna actually put it inside of this folder right here, Client Designs. All right, and I'm gonna replace that one. Okay, cool. So we're good to go. All right, now we're gonna take our file, our flash drive, and put it into the Ricoma EM1010, guys. Let's move it over. So right here on the side of our EM1010, there's a little small screen, and right here you see where you put in the flash drive. All right, that's where you put in a flash drive right there. Boom, just put that in there. And now we're going to go to our screen. We're going to navigate to our files. Then we're going to hit the flash drive button. Hit the flash drive button, then we're going to find our file that says Bailey's Buttes. All right. We're going to find it, if we could find it. Let me see something, hold on. All right. In this case, sometimes, I'll tell you exactly what's happening. It seems to me like I need to take the flash drive out. And this is just my thing, because it's not navigating to the flash drive. Press File, then put the flash drive back in, right? And then hit the USB button, and then it brings up everything on the flash drive. That's a workaround if that ever happens to you guys. All right, see what happened? I was pressing the flash drive and it was already inserted. It wasn't bringing it up. So that's my workaround, and it works fine. You want to navigate to the machine first, put the flash drive in, and then do that. All right. Bailey Buttes, DST. There it is. All right, we found it. Managed to find it. Now we're gonna save it to the drive, and it's gonna be. I saved it to the computer. Let me go back. Did I show you guys that right? Okay. So what I did was, let me escape. I went to File, Thumb Drive, found my design in the folder that it was in. So I put it in a folder, which is right here. I hit the design, it came up, it popped up right here, right? Popped up right here. Then this arrow right here is putting the design from here, from the flash drive, to the machine. So that's what I did. All right, and then now that I saved it to the machine, I can go to the machine, and the last file that was saved in the machine is going to be the last file right here. All right, so now it's loaded up in the machine. I can press OK, and it'll load up the file, ready to embroider. 18,719 stitches, and now only thing we gotta do is program our colors. And I know the first one is a placement stitch, so I'm just gonna use any color for that. I'll press 1, then I'll frame out on 1, because I want it to put down a placement stitch, I want to frame out so I can lay down my applique fabric. Then I'm going to press for the second color. I'm going to, it's not even going to matter. I'm going to use 1 again. And then I want it to frame out on that one also, because it's going to put the placement stitch down, frame out, put down my applique fabric, and tack down my applique fabric, then frame out so I can make my trims, and then it's going to embroider all the rest. All right, so let me just go ahead and lay it down as it's supposed to be. 1. This part right here is where you want to use your sheet. There's a sheet that you can create inside of the software that will tell you exactly what fabric to, what colors to lay down. So now that I have all my colors picked out, I can just hit OK. And I'm going to lock it, the machine, to put it in embroidery mode. And now that I locked it, I'm going to do a trace. You always want to do a trace, and what the trace does is make sure that the foot is not going to hit anywhere around the perimeter of this hoop. Alright, so I just hit trace, and I can see exactly where the design is going to embroider out. And now that I'm certain I like the placement, if I didn't like the placement, I can hit these arrows to place it, to adjust it a little bit. And I'm at 700 stitches per minute, so I'm going to go ahead and let it do the placement stitch. I'm just going to hit start. There we go. Now you guys can see that the placement stitch is all stitched out. So only thing I have to do is lay down some applique stitch on the top. All right, I'm gonna put it right here. Make sure it's covering the edges. All right, and the top and all that. You know, just make sure you get that laid down nicely. It's a big enough piece to get all the little tiny parts of it. Alright, so we're good right there. Lay down an applique stitch. On the screen, I'm going to make it frame back in. On the screen, I'm just going to press this frame in button right here. And it's going to move the hoop back in. Alright, see it move that back in. Now, when I press the start button, it's going to start embroidering around where this placement stitch is, and then it's going to frame back out. Watch this, alright? Now we're laying down a tack down stitch, guys, as you guys can see. I'm going to let it do that. Alright. And then in this next one right here is when I remove, frame out. I'm going to take the hoop out, and now I'm going to trim around the edges of the design. Like this. And take it over to our station and remove the excess material. So what I'm doing with the applique right here with this fabric is I'm just going to trim around the edge as close to the design as possible. All right, I think I'm going to use my other scissors. Yeah, these scissors are better for this material. Yep, cuts a lot better, a lot easier, a lot smoother. So get close to that placement stitch or that tack down stitch. Get close to it, but make sure you don't cut it. Alright, y'all, you see it. I got it all cut out as close as possible. These little snips right here are the best things for cutting certain fabrics like this. This is the best thing for it. Works like a charm. So yeah, AlanAwade.com. I sell these on the website right here. So let me load this back into the machine. Let's get busy. When you're putting it back inside, you have to be very, very careful, as well as when you're moving it around, because you don't want this internal part right here to move at all. All right, because that's going to mess up your placement. All right, make sure you put that in correctly. Make sure everything's out of the way underneath. Then you're just going to hit the frame in button right here. Right. Okay, hit the frame in button, and that sucks it back in. All right, so now we can start embroidering again and see where it takes us, guys. Stitch is looking good, going right around that edge. That black stitch is going to go to the bottom right here and start going the other way. There we go. See how that works? See how I leave these little slight, never good idea to reach under there, how I leave these little slight gaps. that helps the machine embroider smoother in digitizing. So you got to think of stuff like this. It's a little bit tedious. It's easier to just keep on going while you're digitizing. But I stop right here, leave a little slight gap between the letters so that when this comes around here, it won't have as a hard time getting around it. Just little digitizing tips, man, you guys want to do, and you guys want to pay attention to make sure your digitizer is doing stuff like that. I mean, it's not totally necessary, but it makes your file look a lot better, and it makes the machine act better and have no problems when it's going across stitches like that. You just want to digitize and prepare for stuff like that so that your machine acts properly. All right, Bailey's Buttes looking good on the sweatshirt right there, and we're all done. All right, boom. Here we go. Just take it out. We're good to go. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off like this. Take the bottom part off like this. All right, and we see what we got right here. Looks good. 4 fingers down. Placement's awesome. Looks good. So we just go on the inside. We trim that. We put on some soft topping thing, and we just iron it on, and we're good to go. Soft topping thing. I forgot what you call it. The baby soft stuff. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. But like, look at it. Looks good, right, guys? Yep. I love it. Yep. Here we go. Look at them go, y'all. Look at them go. Same time, same time. See, we got both machines going again, guys. Looking good, looking good, looking good. End results, guys. Designs came out looking great. All 3 of them. Tried to match up the thread, pink with the pink, blue with the blue, and the white with the acid wash, whatever you guys want to call it. I think this is dope. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching right here. Don't forget to visit the merch store, AlanAway.com. Buy yourself some channel merch. Yeah, dope designs. So that's basically it right there in a nutshell, guys. The sweatshirts came out great. I put that soft baby touch, tender touch. That's what it's called, tender touch. I put the tender touch in the back. I trimmed them. I trimmed up the back, and these are ready to go. I'm sure the client will be more than happy with these. All done on my Ricoma EM1010, digitized in Chroma Lux software. Like I said, if you're interested. All right, guys, let's have a heart-to-heart. Some of you guys that are in a position where you're interested in doing stuff like this, and this is me off the record, and I'm not even talking about garment decorating, Ricoma, EM1010, MT Rico, none of that. If you're trying to put yourself in a position to live a better lifestyle and accomplish things in your life, some of you guys need to start taking some risks, right? Because I get messages sometimes, right? And I'll like converse with people via email or DMs on Instagram and stuff like that. And a lot of people want to do something, but they're not willing to invest in themselves. And I'm here to tell you, like, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, and if I find out while talking to you that you haven't done any work, but yet you're seeking my help, I'm not going to help you because you haven't even tried. And if you haven't even tried to help yourself, then how do you even know if you need help? Why it's not worth my time to help you if you haven't even tried to help yourself? Because you're not looking for help, you're looking for somebody to do it for you. So with that being said, some of you guys really need to take some risks, right? Take some risks, invest in yourself and the things that you're trying to do. If you're into the garment decorating industry, right? If you're trying to get into it, start off small. Start off small, and either you're going to be a spectator or you're going to be a participator, right? And you can't be a participator if you don't start. Start with something. Just grab something. Grab a silhouette cameo. Grab a heat press. Don't grab a silicone. Just grab a heat press, period, and get some super color transfers. Just grab a heat press and ask me to send you some sublimation transfers. For a small price, I could do that. You have to start somewhere. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to accomplish anything if you don't start, right? If you don't invest in yourself. The money that you are babysitting in a bank account, some of you guys are making love to the money, right? The money money is a tool. It's supposed to be a tool, right? If you're financially literate, you're supposed to use money as a tool to give you access to the lifestyle that you want, right? So start using your money as a tool and invest it into something that is going to generate more money for you, right? Some of you guys look at these machines and say, I don't want to spend the money on that. You're not spending the money on that. You're making an investment. I can almost compare this to real estate investing, because when you invest in some real estate, right, you buy a house, right? But technically, did you buy the house, or are you putting your money into that asset to get a return, and eventually you can get that same money or even more because property value goes up, and take it out? Now you have your money back, right? So it's an investment. So this stuff right here, like this machine right here, I sat my money inside of this machine, and every week, every month, I'm getting money out of it. Why? Because I'm selling t-shirts. It's making me money. This, I'm getting something out of it. The Cameo, I'm getting something out of it. My bank account cannot compete. Your bank account cannot compete. So stop making love to this money. Use my affiliate links down in the description down below and start getting this money with me. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. It's your boy. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?